Welcome to Choices with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette Harris, and thank you so much for watching Choices with Jeanette. And I thank you all so much for calling people that you see on my show. I really appreciate that. I think I have the best guests in the whole wide world. I really do. My guest is Charlotte Jolivet, and she's written a book. And the reason I invited her to come on the show was because just her lifestyle of love. She has been married 51 years. I was married for 1 year. So I'm still missing the 50. How do you do it? How did you do it?
Well, I believe that I got a revelation of the word love. And I believe that love is one of the highest elements in the earth realm for everyone. And when you get that revelation of the truth, then it automatically propels you to stay in a marriage that may be bad, or in a situation it may not even be a marriage. It may be just a friendship, or it may be a job situation, or whatever life throws you. The word love is an element that only God has given us to operate in, to win.
Mm-hmm. Well, love supersedes everything.
Yes.
Yeah, love never fails. So you were married 51 years. That's a long time. And you look great. So you must have married him when you were, before you came to the earth. Don't tell that lie. So tell me, give me some of the things that you, because I know you didn't just get married and then all of a sudden you knew these things to do, because there's some things that you can know to do, but it's hard to do them, and it's hard to do them consistently.
Yes. When we come to the life journey, we get stuck because we don't know what to do. So therefore, I believe that when we find out, just as we seek education, when we seek what journey, where you're going, whatever you're seeking, I believe that you'll find it when you start seeking it with all your heart. So I was on a journey to seek what the true love was.
Wow.
Yes, and I found it. When you seek it, you'll find it.
So during that time when, because I know it wasn't always easy, and there were things that you all had to learn, and there were things that he had to learn, things that you had to learn, and even the people that were around you all had to learn.
Yes.
What were some of those things? And so we can tell people, because there are people out there now who are saying, well, if this doesn't change in a hurry, I'm out. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes. The thing that I believe that in any situation is to recognize what voice are you listening to.
Okay.
And I had to come to the realization to really understand and recognize if it was a voice that was trying to tear me apart, or was it a voice that was trying to elevate me to the destiny where God was taking me.
So you believe, it's 51 years later. When is your anniversary?
February the 15th, we're in the love month.
Okay. So February 15th, it'll be 52 years. When you look back, was it worth it?
Oh, I'm about to do a shout. It was worth it. Oh my God, thank you. It was worth it.
When you look back 52 years later, so in February, it will be 52 years. That's a long time. I know I wasn't married that long. I was married long enough to have Jonathan.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
So when you look back, what were some of the lessons that God had to teach you?
It's simple, because most of the time you're going to say the wrong thing, and you cannot take words back after they have wounded a person. So I had to first learn how to shut up and choose the words that was going to edify him, to speak to the king that was in him, and not to the situation that I saw in my home.
Oh.
That was an element.
Say that one more time.
I had to learn how to speak, Because a lot of times when we speak, we're speaking to the wrong words. So I had to speak to the king that was in him, not what I saw and what he was doing.
Well, when you go to the Bible says a chaste conversation. So that's what you learn how to do.
Yes.
To have that chaste conversation.
Yes.
That
yes.
will win a man.
That will win him.
Oh, my goodness.
You'll build him, edify him. Yeah.
Sometimes God is working on you at one stage and working on him at another stage.
Very good.
So I'm sure he wasn't working with you all on the same stage at the same time. Even though you were having a chaste conversation, it still was not matching his growth. So y'all's growth wasn't there together.
Okay.
How did you deal with that?
Well, it's the power of grace that would actually, to me, it's like a pyramid. We starting off apart, but as we are recognizing the voices, the power of life and death that's in the tongue, we start listening to and recognizing God's voice, then it becomes like a pyramid and we grow up, and the miraculous miracle, we make the tip where we actually are together. The two shall become one.
So you all were really not in control. So he, you
Very
know,
good.
yeah, you weren't in control. Then he took what you did and just said, I know her heart, I know his heart, and he just let it grow together, even though it wasn't matching. Isn't that beautiful?
Two shall become one. A God ideal.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. So we don't have to worry about, because I still may get married again. And you would hope, you know, if I do good, if I don't. But if you don't have to worry about, he's not where you are, just your heart, let God look at your heart, let God look at his heart, and let him mesh it.
Yes.
And not us mesh it. I never thought about that
Yes.
until just then.
Yes.
You
a
just
work of
do
grace.
what you, sometimes when we're in a relationship and we have made up in our mind, I'm gonna do right.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what it takes to make this marriage work. And just when you put your heart into it, and just when you put your flesh into it, because most of it is flesh, and just when you put your flesh into it, and you say, I'm gonna do what it takes to make this marriage work, the worst happens. Not the best, the worst happens. Yeah. And so you almost want to go to God and say, look, you're not straightening him out fast enough. I'm going to give you a little assistance, God, seeing how you need some. And you're saying, don't do that.
No. No. Mm-mm. Because the power, God is the power source. So therefore, it has to originate with him. And he gives you that love. It's called agape in the Greek word. So you're on a solid foundation when it's agape love. And then from agape love, you blooms. And whatever storms comes in your life, whether it's a marriage, whether it's the harvest in the city of Houston, God is the one who is orchestrating our lives.
Yeah, but Charlotte, you know I love you. We've been friends for a while. I love you. But you're not there that next day. That makes no sense that next day.
Very good.
That makes absolutely no sense. And that's what I want you to tell them. I want you to tell people how to get to that next day.
Yes.
How you get to where, you know, because sometimes we say, and we prayed and God did. But it's a whole lot that go in between that and God did.
Yes.
Even though and he did, because he's done all things that pertain, given us all things that pertain to life and godliness. Yes. But it's so little. You know, it's, you know, he says like a grain of mustard seed. which when it is sown in the earth is less than all the seeds that be in the earth, and then it grow, and then when it is sown, it grows up and it's greater than all other herbs, and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. Okay, you come to that.
Okay.
But that didn't stop it from being a seed when you prayed. And that didn't stop it from being done when you prayed.
Yes.
But it had to come to a place where it goes into fruition. And there are times when you see no hope. And there are times when you see no light. And that's what I'm trying to get you to say. Because 52 years, you had a chase conversation, but it was, you had to come to that. You had to come to that place where you said, look, jumping on him, jumping down his throat doesn't work. I got to be quiet next time. And then you tried to be quiet the next time, and it didn't happen. And then you tried, you was 3/4 of the way. And then it took a while before you came to the full place of, you know what, he's a king.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
He's a king, and I'm going to recognize him as a king, and I'm going to treat him as a king.
Yes.
Now, how he handles his business is between him and his God. I'm going to handle mine between me and him, my God.
Yes, yes. I sort of call that the Deliverance 101.
Okay.
Because every time I would see something in him and would point a finger to him, God would show me something that I was doing, and these fingers are pointing back at me. So therefore, when you're looking for a mate, when you're looking for a situation, I think the person that's looking for that need to make themselves ready. And God dealt with me so many issues that was in me. Forgiveness, things that I wanted to really walk out. I wanted to get the divorce. I saved up the money and couldn't go to the divorce court. And then I had mentors from afar and great teachers that would impart in me the wisdom of God. And out of that, seed that was planted in me bloomed up a beautiful garden of life for me. And that's the way I did it. That was the seed that was planted in me.
So you had support.
Support.
You had godly people around.
Godly people.
Because you know, if you're fire already, you don't need anybody to put that fire on it.
Yeah, no, you don't need that.
I need you to splash a little water on me,
And I
please.
had that too. I had people that was trying to put the fire on me while I was still burning.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
See, those haters, or maybe the people that don't understand you, they may not even be haters, but they just can't understand where you are at the level where you are.
And they think they're helping you.
Yes. They're.
And they loving you. But they do not know the purpose and the will of God in your life. They have not taken the time to say, God, do you want her to be on TV in 52 years later saying, you know, how you brought her through? Do you want her to do that? They didn't take that time to find out this is what this has to be.
Yes.
This is why she has to stay. She's going to be on TV with a mustard beautiful dress on and hair just gorgeous. And I want her to hold her head up and say, I did it for her, and encourage someone else. But when they say, leave him, that was against the will of God.
That's it. That's it.
But to say yes to them was to say no to God.
Yes. Matter of fact, I said in my book that every time we say yes to Jesus, then we're saying no to the enemy, his plans, and what he wants to destroy us and take us away from that plan.
Wow. Time flies. We could talk forever on this. I could just sit here and just gleam off of you, because I may get married again. And as much as I know now, and I'm a much different person, you still need that wisdom.
Wisdom.
You still need that wisdom. So if you could
Godly
look in your camera and just speak to someone, because someone's about to get a divorce, and they're saying, I'm just not happy. And I told a guy one time, he told me, I'm just not happy with her anymore. I said, well, if you do, you're going to set your ministry back about 10 or 20 years. And he did it. He divorced his wife and married the lady in the choir. And it set his ministry back. And then he remarried his wife, but the ministry was already damaged. So there may be somebody out there who's getting ready to say, I'm tired, I've given up. Give them some words of encouragement and close us out.
I'll be glad to. One thing that I have, the core of me is love. And no matter what situation you're in, we're talking about marriage, but it's bigger than just marriage.
Really?
It's no matter what situation you find, what storm you're finding yourself in today. I believe that when you know that you are in the darkness, but you do not have to stay in the darkness, and even in that dark time, that wilderness time, I believe that if you can understand that that's not your destiny, that your destiny God has set for you, going to give you a hope and a good future, then I believe that you can weather the storm with him, and it'll bring you to your destiny and the plan that God has for you. Stay in the storm with faith, believe, and know for sure your past does not dictate to you your future. And your future can be absolutely, positively, all that God has called us to be.
So you said, weather the storm, weather the storm. And the storm can't last forever.
And it can't last forever.
It can't last. You remember Hurricane Harvey came through here and it was moving at 2 miles an hour? Couldn't stay there though. Can't stay there.
Can't stay there.
Can't stay there.
Can't. It can't. Can't.
Thank you so much.
It can't.
You'll come back.
Sure, I sure will.
Now, how can they get your book?
www.authorhouse.com or anywhere books are sold. Or you can go to my website, www.charlottejolivet.com.
And if I were you, I'm just saying, if I were you, I'd invite her to my church or to my organization or even to speak to some young ladies and prepare them for some of the pitfalls and some of the ways to get out of the pit, and let her share. She has a wealth of knowledge on walking in love.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Annette, you're a friend of Charlotte Jolivet. How did her book help you?
A wonderful book, a wonderful book. I've learned that not to see people in the natural, but see people as God sees them, knowing that we're not fighting against flesh and blood, but the enemy is behind the scene. And so that book has really helped me to elevate my love walk.
And so you got the service and the body shops.
Yes, sir.
And the service shop is over on Holmes Road.
Correct.
4640.
4640.
And the one on Bissonnette
Bissonnette.
does the body work.
Exactly.
I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
Because every time I'm driving my car, I'm like, I don't know when I'll get a new car, as long as I know SS Amir. So.
Hi, I'm Erica with SBL Solutions, and what we do is help you do what you do best as a business owner. That's run your business. So SBL will help you find money to put back into your business with tax credits. We'll help you find benefits that you can afford, that your employees can afford. Again, my name is Erica Pittman. I can be reached at 281-669-7581. My website is www.strategicbusinesslife.com, and my email is erica@strategicbusinesslife.com. I look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome to Choices with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette Harris, and thank you so much for watching Choices with Jeanette. I'm here with Erica Pittman, and she owns SBL Solutions. I said, what in the world is SBL Solutions? Tell them.
So SBL Solutions is a company that helps small businesses do what small businesses do best, which is grow and bring in income, bring in revenue. We help do that by attracting more employees, better employees, loyal employees, and businesses can do that by offering benefits. Studies show that people stay at jobs longer if they are being offered benefits. And with small businesses, it's not always easy to throw in expenses that aren't absolutely necessary for running the daily operations of the business. So we have other things that we do to help those businesses bring in more money, bring in more income, and actually earn tax credits that they can use, put that towards their benefits for their employees, or just put back into their business in general. There are a lot of different tax credits, and there's about 9 different categories that we research. And if a business qualifies for any one of those or all of those, we do all the necessary work required to maintain those tax credits, to fulfill those requirements. The business owner can keep running their business. And the most popular one is the WOTC, the Work Opportunity Tax Credit. So businesses who hire employees, if they hire employees in certain different demographic areas, of certain income levels, of certain backgrounds, veterans or low income, and just people who live in certain areas of town, and a wide variety of other criteria, they can receive a tax credit.
And I love what you do, because what you do allows a small business to do what they do, just
Right.
what you said. Because sometimes we get into, like I'm in production, I didn't have time to check if I hire this person or if I hire that person, I get a tax credit. We just don't have time to check on that, and we're saying we're going to check on it, but we really don't have time to check on it. So all they have to do is call you and you'll check on it.
Right. The business owner will call in and we'll set up a consultation. It just takes a few minutes. We can do it over the phone. We can do it virtually by computer. And we just ask them a series of questions, about 12 to 15 questions based on the answers to other questions that help us narrow down what tax credits they qualify for and what ways that we can help put money back into that business.
Tax credits that they get, they're able to do other things to help their employees as well.
Right. A lot of companies do things like put those savings back into the benefits so they can offer more, so they can contribute more or contribute something. Because we do help companies of all budgets, so that includes zero, budget, companies who are really small or on a tight budget and they can't really afford to offer their employees anything. What we do is come in and offer employees insurance policies and products and things that mimic exactly what a benefits plan would have. So it'll have a health option, it'll have a life, a dental, vision, a hearing option, an accident, a disability option. And they're very low cost, and the employees will select what they want and it'll be deducted right out of their paycheck. All you have to do is take that deduction for them and send it to that company that they order products from. And by doing that, the company can receive a tax credit through the Section 125 on their taxes, and the employees will actually get a tax savings by it being deducted from their paycheck pre-tax.
Wow, that sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
So you're the person that we would call if we wanted to make our companies more attractive.
Yes.
Because like you were saying, a person wants some benefits.
Right.
And they understand you're a small business, and sometimes working for a small business is really good. It's a more family environment.
Right.
But the benefits aren't there.
Right. A lot of times they aren't.
And so you're the one that we can call and say, look, I want to be able to offer my people something.
Right. I work with a lot of small businesses. Recently, I worked with a doctor's office that only had 3 employees, and she was wanting to offer them something, and she really couldn't afford a major medical benefits package. So what we did was come in and offer a preventive health care plan, and we offered them life, dental, vision. Some took some of the options, some employees didn't. And when we got there, the options were so good and the prices were so affordable that she opted to contribute $100 per employee. So she was actually able to contribute, and which made it really affordable for the employees, and they were able to get more benefits. They were able to get that extra dental plan or add that spouse and child on that they were kind of on the fence about because of the price.
Wow. So you work with all types of businesses.
All types of businesses. From some of my clients include doctors' offices, home health care, engineering companies, IT companies, just any I have a pharmacist who doesn't have any employees, but she needed some things for herself. I was able to offer her a variety of benefits that she would get if she had a job, but since she's a business owner, it's kind of just on her to figure out how to take care of that.
So you're like a friend.
Yes, I'm like a friend. Most of my clients become my friends.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I can see why. I can see why.
Yeah,
and
when
you're
you help
very
people.
smart, though.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And so you got the service and the body shops.
Yes, sir.
And the service shop is over on Holmes Road,
Correct.
4640.
4640.
And the one on Bissonnet
Bissonnet.
does the body work.
Exactly.
I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
Because every time I'm driving my car, I'm like, I don't know when I'll get a new car, as long as I know SS Amir. So, Annette, you're a friend of Charlotte Jolivet. How did her book help you?
A wonderful book, a wonderful book. I've learned that not to see people in the natural, but see people as God sees them, knowing that we're not fighting against flesh and blood, but the enemy is behind the scene. And so that book has really helped me to elevate my love walk.
And so you got the service and the body shops.
Yes, sir.
And the service shop is over on Holmes Road,
Correct.
4640.
4640.
And the one on Bissonnet
Bissonnet.
does the body work.
Exactly.
I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
Because every time I'm driving my car, I'm like, I don't know when I'll get a new car, as long as I know SS Amir. So,
Hi, I'm Erica with SBL Solutions, and what we do is help you do what you do best as a business owner. That's run your business. So SBL will help you find money to put back into your business with tax credits. We'll help you find benefits that you can afford, that your employees can afford. Again, my name is Erica Pittman. I can be reached at 281-669-7581. My website is www.strategicbusinesslife.com, and my email is erica@strategicbusinesslife.com. I look forward to hearing from you.